Previously on For the Glory of Chaos. All of the party, except for Crowley, go to the bathhouses for healing and relaxation. Crowley, on the other side of town, starts to make his way home towards the inn and gets cut off by an ooze. He quickly destroys the ooze and meets up with the parties for drinks at the inn. There, they are confronted by an elderly woman who questions the party's intentions. Most of the party answered her questions truthfully, while some had their suspicions and answered vaguely.
It is the next morning. Y'all are still staying at the Cry and the Heifer. Time skip to about 8 a.m.
Well, yeah, like I said, Tikal doesn't sleep, so they're probably just hanging out downstairs, messing with their, not exactly tarot cards.
Not exactly tarot cards.
Yeah.
Does he not like does they not really sleep? Like
They don't sleep, yeah. Like,
They have, like,
Preteen
that-
don't sleep.
They have like that elf trait where they just don't sleep. They can maybe meditate if they feel like it.
Yeah, so I just
I
kind
think
of
Tikal
hung
having
out in the
bloodshot
room
eyes.
and then got bored around, like, probably 7 a.m. and was like, I'm gonna go downstairs. And, yeah, they're just hanging out, like...
You projecting there, Kuma, or?
I'm just hanging out. I'm up at
Just
7
hanging
a.m.
Alright, so Kuma's just chilling downstairs, probably with some kind of server slowly like skirting around them because they've already asked them like 6 times if they wanted food and they continuously said no. Or they just were too scared to approach.
No, yeah, just playing with cards.
Aaron, what were you up to?
I think she was sleeping like somewhere in the bed. Now she's like waking up.
Alright, so she decided to stay upstairs with the rest of the party. Okay. So Aaron is now up. Maddie, what are you doing?
Maddie just like wakes up. So when she, because we all rented like a single room, she
Mhm.
shifted into like a small house cat to make room. So she
Aw.
sleep as a house cat. Yeah. So she's like going to the bathroom before she unshifts so she can like put her clothes back on.
Fair. Alright, so there's like this little cat adorably walking out of the room carrying like clothes and maybe a belt.
Kitty.
And walking down the hall to the nearest lavatory.
I don't think Aaron knows that it is a kid cat.
Roll me a perception.
He doesn't know.
Yeah, she kind of forgot that she more or less just witnessed that the previous night. It could be from all the drinking.
Also, in her defense, we saw Maddie turn into like a bigger cat, so
Also
Mhm.
fair. Yep.
totally fair to assume that's the one shift you can do. And be like, oh shit,
It's like, wait, there's more.
there's more than one form?
Lonzo, are you currently waking up now?
Sure, why not?
All right. What is Lonzo's morning work routine?
Shoot, retirement's kind of nice. He's kind of just chilling.
Retirement be nice. All right. So he's just lounging in bed. All right. And Crowley, you are outside in your tree. What would you like to do now?
I'll wake up and head inside to go see what everybody's up to.
All right. So you kind of climb out of your tree and you saunter your way into the Cow and the Heifer, and you see Tikal just kind of sitting at a table by themselves. I'm getting
I go
better,
over them.
Kuma. I said I'm getting better.
You're getting much better, yes. It's like I told you, I'll catch you when you say he or she.
I know you will.
I got you.
I keep thinking about that every time I do it too.
Oh, good.
So I go to them and
Alright.
I sit down.
All right,
Morning.
so to call you now have a Crowley.
Morning. Gonna keep playing with my cards.
Morning, Takal. Where's everybody else?
Upstairs asleep, I assume.
Both of y'all roll me a perception check real quick.
Perception. Now I filled out my sheet, so my perception is much better.
Good.
That's not yours. I forgot to switch from the gay dice.
Yeah, go switch your gay dice.
12.
Okay. Can I roll
Okay.
again?
You can roll again because you didn't have your gay dice. Tikal didn't have their gay dice.
The calls guys the calls dice aren't gay. They're spooky. Or 6 dice
Oh.
are gay.
That's right. That's right. I forgot who had what dice.
Not
Right,
much better.
standard.
All right. So neither one of you noticed that the door upstairs had opened and a tiny adorable cat was kind of sauntering their way down the hallway. All right. So Maddie, you have changed. You are now in your much larger humanoid form. What would you like to do?
I guess I'll just like go downstairs.
All right. As you walk downstairs, you notice Tikal and Crowley at a table. And
Hey, you
often
two.
the side is like a scared little servant who doesn't know what to do yet.
That's
Yeah, so
those
she just like
poor
waves.
servers
Good
intimidated.
morning.
Morning.
Morning. Yeah.
That's a great start. The most awkward wake up morning since y'all got here.
All right.
All right.
They're
Lonzo and Aaron. I think y'all are the only ones left upstairs. What would you like to do?
Aaron's gonna poke on Lonzo and wants like him to get up first so they can't eat.
All right. So Lonzo, you are now being poked by a rabbit who looks very ravenous.
Can I help you?
We go down and eat.
You have legs. You can go without me. What do you want? Just go.
Just keep staring at him like.
Just go.
Alright.
It's like that adorable child that's waiting there. Just, we're gonna go, right? Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna go now. Like us? Like we? We're gonna go.
Knowing Lonzo
Like right
is
now?
her passion.
It is her newfound dream and goal.
Just not leave me alone.
Apparently.
So, Aaron is now coming down the stairs. Aaron, go ahead and roll me a perception check just because you failed earlier.
319.
All right, you notice a table full of the rest of your party members, and this makes you happy.
Hey guys, you got waffles?
No waffles. What is a waffle?
But Aaron, with your 19, you also notice that there is 0 food on this table.
She looks at the others like in her smile, but there's like disappointment in her face.
Okay.
Staring at my
So are you getting
cards.
like that sad puppy face now?
It's more of annoyance. Like, why is there no food here?
Gotcha. Okay. So y'all have to figure out that problem.
This is not a problem for Zakal. Like I said,
I
they
know
just
it's not a
didn't
problem
hand.
for Tikal. But Tikal might be the reason that the server is very, very nervous about trying to, come back to this table.
That sounds like a them problem.
It is.
Not a to call them, but a server them.
No, I understand what you meant. But it's also up to the other people at this table to now be able to call that server back and comfort them.
She like loudly is like saying she smells breakfast.
Okay. So as she like screams this into like the void, like the
It's like-
server in the corner is gonna jump go.
Imagine how she yells it. It's like a surprise to the other girl. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah, that's basically what you did to the server. The other ones are kind of used to your antics
Bless
a
you.
little bit at this
Thank
point. Yeah, and bless you, by the way.
Not you.
But like the server is not used to these kinds of outbursts at this time of the morning. She's mostly used to people either being drunk or, you know, sad.
At 8 a.m.? I mean, sad,
Sad
yes,
all the
but
time.
drunk? Already?
The hangover
Usually
drunk, you know?
That's hungover.
party
I
don't
thought you meant
stop.
like still drunk or getting drunk. I'm like, all right, still drunk. I get. Getting
There
drunk, on
might
the
be
other
one
hand.
person. There might be one person. They found that perfect balance between not enough and too much.
Ugh, I've been
No
there.
such thing.
Nah, I hate it. Like when I accidentally drink too much the night before and I have to go to work and I'm like, I'm still drunk.
See? There it is.
Worse. Don't do that, kids. Not fun. Don't drink, kids. You're kids.
Why are there kids here? Leave.
Why are y'all here?
Don't you
Well,
see the
we
thing-
did
thing
establish
plus-
this town doesn't give a fuck about their kids. Well, anyways, so
Yes.
Aaron scaring servers.
Aaron scared the server. So she kind of now reluctantly walks up to the table. Yes?
Got food.
Yes?
I'm hungry.
What would you like?
Waffles.
Waffles. 1? 2. I'll get you 2. Anything else? And she's gonna kind of like to head down, staring at the tray, like kind of look up and not really pick up her head to look up, but just kind of like look up at the rest of the table.
Orange juice and maple syrup.
She's just gonna kind of nod to that. She looks like Crowley.
Do you have fruit?
Apples. I think we have apples.
Do you have any berries?
I can check if we have blueberries.
I'll have some apples, blueberries, if you have them, and eggs.
Oh, okay. And you, Miss? It's kind of hard to tell that she's actually looking at Matrona because of the positioning, and I'm assuming
Oh.
Tikal is in their androgynous form.
I'll take 2 of your waffles with a side of bacon.
Oh, okay. And you, she kind of looks at you for a second, Tikal, and she's just like, I don't.
Like, sir, miss, sir, mister.
Yes. Like she's flip-flopping back and forth between her head because every time she looks at you, like a different gender pops back.
Just mass confusing. I love it. No, I'm fine.
Oh, okay. And then she like hurriedly skitters to the back of the house to fetch all of the food. And within about 10 minutes, she's got it all back out and spread out before you. She did find a couple extra berries in the back, so she did put like 3 blackberries on your plate, Crowley. And instead of bringing out 2 separate jars of syrup, she kind of sets a jar in the center of the table, and there's a very obvious line around the like
Bottle.
I'm gonna call it a bowl, but yes, it's basically the bottle, but it's like a tea pitcher, like one of those glass tea pitchers that you see.
Okay.
And like where the rounded part is, that's like there's a very obvious line drawn onto the glass.
They probably don't use more than that.
And then she skitters away back to her corner. So now you all have breakfast. Except Lonzo, who is still asleep in bed, enjoying his retirement.
Mm-hmm.
So Call's gonna look at the others and ask, "You guys still gonna be here for how long?"
I'm ready to go whenever you are.
How long until we leave town?
After breakfast?
A time. I would like a time. 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, you know?
Does Crowley understand what time is in that aspect?
Sure, we'll find out.
Roll me a history.
It's perfect. Okay. No. I
Yeah,
got a
he has no
6.
concept of what those numbers or words mean to that's coming out of Takal's face.
So I was just gonna kind of look at them for a second and then, like, look over at Maddie and Aaron. Alright, your turn.
I'd say about 30 minutes.
Alright, I'm gonna go to the school then. I'll meet you up front.
Yeah.
And then Takal's gonna go to the school to study up as much as they can.
All right.
And then we're back on the road.
What?
All right. Well, Takal is going to the school right now to research some more before y'all leave town because they don't know what they're going to find in the next town. And they're still looking for any sort of clue that they can get.
Yee.
The rest of the party is just going to sit here and enjoy their breakfast. All right. Lonzo, you still want to chill upstairs until somebody comes and gets you and says everybody's leaving, or did you want to come down for breakfast?
I'll come down.
All right.
I'll just saunter my way down, just like, oh, yeah. I guess it's time.
All right. So as you're coming down, you're seeing Takal leaving. You make your way to the table. Do you order breakfast or do you just pick off of other people's plates?
Do I see the waitress or person?
What's your passive perception?
17.
Yeah, you kind of see them barely in a corner.
Oh.
Can I like wave her down, but like very like subtly, just like wave at her?
Yeah, so she comes over to you, way less startled than when Aaron called over. Yeah, yes, what can I get you?
Hi. Just do you have coffee? Is coffee a thing?
I can check with the chef.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's just a coffee would be nice.
She kind of nods and scurries into the back. After about 5 minutes, she comes out with a single cup.
Just thank you.
You having
no.
bean soup?
Sure. Anyway, where's the call going?
To the school.
To the school. Okay. Did you
Forgot
guys?
his lunchbox. He forgot their lunchbox.
Have you even seen them eat?
It's a fair question. Has Nicole eaten at all throughout this entire endeavor? I know they drank.
What a great question. Does Queen have to eat? Probably, right?
I feel like they have to have some kind of sustenance.
Let's see what they eat.
I'm gonna say it's not like they're like what like self-sustaining, right? Like
Right?
they
I
have to
think
eat
photosynthesize.
something, right? I was thinking
Nicole
of
is
it,
also
but-
part plant.
Oh, your bug.
Hold on. But yeah, I don't think they've probably, if they have eaten, it's been like very minimal stuff, like just here and there.
That's fair.
It's not-
All right. So y'all are all enjoying your breakfast, kind of either chatting among yourselves or discussing what the next step in your plans might be. To call, you do make it to the school.
Mm-hmm.
You are again greeted by Miss. I remember it was something Foot.
Was it Green? No. What was it? Smallfoot?
Smallfoot sounds right.
Was it Smallfoot?
Was this
Something like that.
education? Miss Beanfoot or something like that.
Beanfoot. No, it's that one. I remember that one. Yeah,
Beanfoot,
it was
yes.
Bean.
Yep, you are greeted again by Miss Beanfoot.
Morning.
Good morning. How can I help you today?
I just want to borrow your library for about half an hour.
All right, well, you know where it is. And she kind of like shows you in.
Go on.
She's actually got a couple little strangelings around her this time, because she will be off teaching class soon.
Mm.
So she's just kind of gathering up her students.
Oh.
Let's see. There is a dragonborn, another dragonborn, a half elf, another dragonborn. A lot of dragonborns in this town. It's mostly consistent of dragonborns and half elves.
Really? Because I'm kind of under the impression Aurelia has it out for short people.
Why do you think she's got it up for short people?
Do you know how many short people have been, like, looking up to Call's hood? Like, has not been able to stay hidden in trickery form. Because everyone's like, oh yeah, I can see up there. It's a bug. So it's just like, man, Aurelia just does not like short species, huh? It's like, wow, you're under 5 foot? Fuck you in particular. So get redeemed.
Is it really Aurelia, or is it just
It's
Call's
been-
terrible luck that they keep finding short people to talk to?
I think it's Aurelia.
Call will choose to think that it's Aurelia's fault and not Call's fault. Okay.
How is it my fault for being 5'7"?
I don't know. Be born better, I guess. I don't know.
Right? It's like, get short.
It's short.
It's like sounds like a skill issue, I guess.
Skill issue.
Okay, so Call, you do get to go to your library. What do you want to look for today?
Let's see. I remember the last time I was here, I looked up stuff specifically about the laws, and I found out, or rather, we confirmed our suspicions
Mm-hmm.
about how the laws operate, and then found out a little bit more about the flump, or from the first town.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess today. Oh, bless you.
It's a cough, but I appreciate it.
Probably interested in either learning more about Shadowland or learning more about Aurelia.
Give me 2 perception checks to see if you're gonna either find something on the Shadowlands or if you're gonna find something on Aurelia.
So my first one was a
Wow.
21.
I see this. So you're gonna find some decent stuff on the Shadowlands.
Neat.
You rolled really good for your check on the Shadowlands. You rolled okay on Aurelia. So we're going to give you some information on the Shadowlands.
Listening.
So the Shadowlands were once a peaceful plane ruled by a great paladin knight who was also part of a group called the Circle.
Okay.
They figured out at some point during their travels and their journey that they were a little bit different from the rest of those that were born and or brought to the Shadowlands.
Mm-hmm.
And despite its foreboding name, it was actually very much shadowless. Like there was not a lot of evil going on, surprisingly.
Like a Greenland, Iceland thing going on. Gotcha.
Yes. Though there are still some remnants of the dark past. The former Shadowlands was all but wiped out from the minds of the people. So anybody that might be old enough to remember the old one don't actually remember it because of some kind of spell that may or may not have been cast on them. It's unclear. They've not been able to prove that these things have happened, but this is what has been speculated because you can't really erase old ruins unless you really try, you know?
Okay. So there's ruins out there with a bit more information. Ye? Or nah?
Maybe.
Possibly.
There have been some writing scrolls, that may or may not be found in some of the more higher tiered cityscapes. Just because, again, the higher you go in the scale, the harder it is to obey all of the laws. So why put all of the easy stuff to find in the lower realms than in the higher realms?
Okay.
So unless you meet somebody that's actually been to a higher realm and has just returned because it's more convenient, you're probably not going to get a clear answer on that. And then... For the little bit of information that you do find on Aurelia, you also find the names Elena Faithhold,
Okay.
Patiri Shadowborn, and Ibone.
Okay.
That's all you get.
Well, neat. Yeah, I'll just be doing that till we leave. Or 30 minutes.
All right. Waltzakal is learning about the minimalistic history that they can of the Shadowlands. What's everybody else doing? Your meal is pretty much mostly finished. You'll have just been chit-chatting at this point. So.
Figured I probably would have gone outside to the front area and just kind of started waiting.
All right, so Crowley is deciding to be watchbird.
Yes.
Are you just watching, or are you looking for anything in particular?
Literally just kind of waiting around for Tikal to get back.
Got it. So you're specifically watching for Tikal to return from the school. Okay.
Yeah, so we can get a move on.
That's fine. Lonzo, Maddie, and Aaron, what are y'all doing?
She's sitting around. She's getting bored because she wants to get moving and hopefully find a monster to fight.
Okay.
Probably just like thank the staff and then also just like start heading out with everybody else.
Sounds like a plan. They're very grateful to you. Specifically the servant girl that had served you today. She's very thankful, so she like bows to you a lot and just is like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
We're just like, we're good. Thank you guys.
No, everyone else scared the shit out of her.
And then Maddie, what are you up to?
Maddie's like just making sure, like looking over everything, making sure she has everything before she leaves and meets up with everybody else outside.
That's fair. That's fair. Considering the last time you lost something, somebody died.
Or it was your hands.
Oh yeah, didn't I take your knife because you were drunk and trying to do the knife game?
Yes.
Oh, so yeah, I need you to give me a investigation check for that real quick.
Gotcha.
All right, so you're patting yourself down. You're like, okay, I got that. Yep, that's there. Uh-huh. Yeah. Wait a minute. Oh no, not again. Where is it?
Oh no, not again.
Let the panic begin!
So
Anarchy!
your panic levels are slowly rising the more you search yourself and are realizing that you do not have your knife.
Oh my God. Okay. So yeah, she's like freaking out. Like my knife is gone again?
She's like,
Twice?
why me?
Yeah, just like yeah.
Did the same kid
Um,
steal it again?
no,
That kid's dead.
And in the other town.
I was about to say, yeah, he's like
I'm not there for
non-existent.
that.
But I'm trying to find a way, like, so she wouldn't remember that Takal has it.
You were pretty fucked up.
Yeah, because she was drunk. So,
To call, roll me a random d20.
A D20.
Yep. While you're searching through the books and you're kind of moving around and you're, leaning up against things and you're sitting down just to be comfortable, like something starts jabbing you a little bit and it's a little uncomfortable. You remember that you have something of somebody else's on your person.
Alright, grab the thing that's jabbing me.
You pull out Matrona's knife.
Right, I forgot to return this.
She's gonna be mad.
She gonna be so happy.
yeah,
It might not lead to another
she'll
death.
Be more,
I'll
she'd still
just
be
give it to
more
her later.
happy than anything else.
Goes back to studying.
Yep. All right. So about an hour passes. You finish up your books to call, and
To call
you're gonna make your way back.
Like 30 minutes? Like, I'm gonna stay there for an hour. They'll wait.
You got really into reading. Roll me another random d20.
Another D20. You know what? That's fair. I do play to call like they're pretty entitled, so it makes sense. That's an 8.
All right. You're good.
I'm good.
You can leave.
Alright.
You don't even bother to put the books back where you found them. You just kind of leave them at the table.
Hood over head. Leave.
All right. So Crowley, give me a perception.
21.
Nice.
You are literally watching from across the street on the stoops as Takal leaves the building, walks down the sidewalk, down the street to you directly. Like, you do not, no eye contact is lost in following Takal's movements.
Do I notice Crowley staring
I
me
need
down?
you to give me another perception check.
Another perception.
You feel like something is maybe watching you, but it's also very, like, it could be another ooze. You're not sure, and you're not sure if you care.
Alright. Do I definitely notice as they or as I walk up?
As you walk closer, you do see you do see Crowley outside on the stairs. But not until, like, you get within, 20 feet of the building.
Mm.
I have to ask, just out of character,
Mm.
because of the slaying of the oozes, do people look at us differently, or do they not even know that?
I mean, that old lady paid us for killing a news. I don't think anyone knows that you killed a news unless you were there, like, last night. Like, I did it. I killed the ooze.
Well, we did, but we told the old lady because she had showed up again.
No, she saw us
whenever-
kill the ooze. We didn't tell her anything. Or she
Yeah,
saw
there
us
were
kill the first
some,
one.
like,
I don't
bystanders
know
that
if
were
she.
watching.
Yeah, I don't know if she knew about the second one. I don't remember if that came up. But she
I think she
definitely
did
saw us
because-
kill the first one.
I think it was that nobody probably saw Crowley fighting the second one because it did take place in the very open market area.
Yeah, but she showed up at the bar because then I had told her, and she was like, "Well, my husband owes me a bet. Owes me, I think it was like 200 gold or something because they had a bet."
Okay.
Mm.
So, old lady
So
knows.
yeah, I don't think anybody paid you, but yes,
Yeah,
people
no one
do
paid
know.
me. So are they looking at us differently, or are they just kind of meh about it?
Old
Every
lady
so
tell people?
often, yeah, every so often you'll see somebody that you may or may not have seen in the Cry and the Heifer that was, also kind of celebrating with you guys or just having a good time. Um, they'll kind of like give y'all like a polite smile or a nod, but
Hey, we're the
based
heroes
on the
no one
town's
wants.
overall demeanor, y'all don't get too much extra attention.
Okay. So I look at the call as she's walking up, or
Dang.
as they are walking up, as they are walking up,
It's like, I got you.
and I say, "Has it been 30 minutes already?"
You're helping create what a 30-minute cycle is to call. Be proud.
Didn't I stay for an hour?
Yes.
Am I aware that I stayed for an hour?
I must say yes.
Were you just
You
out
got
here for this whole time? This is in character.
yes.
Were you just out here this whole time, or?
Pretty much. After I ate, I came back out.
Huh.
Just kind of stare at them, still waiting to see
Just not
if it had been 30
responding.
minutes.
Right, where are the others?
I think they're inside still.
Great. Gonna go inside.
All right, so Tikal walks inside. I'm assuming Crowley's following them.
I shall follow, yes.
All right. Aaron, Lonzo, and Matrona. Lonzo, you're just alerted to a new sound behind you.
Hmm.
You turn around and see Tikal.
Oh shoot. What up? You done doing the studying thing, or do you need more time?
No, I think I'm done. We're about to leave, aren't we?
I think so. I mean, I think everybody was waiting on me and then you, right?
Just shrugs. I don't know.
Maddie, you good?
Maddie's like looking under everything, like just lifting
Maddie
everything
is
up, like
in-
rotation step. Yeah.
Maddie, roll me a straight D8.
Okay. Oh, roll on. D8. There we go.
Shit.
You were on full panic mode.
Oh my god. Yeah, so like just looking
Like
up
you're
everything,
almost
lifting,
throwing
like,
chairs trying to find shit now.
tables, yeah.
What's wrong with her?
Ass. Maddie, you good?
No,
Nobody asked
I
me
said
earlier.
30 minutes. I was ready, and then I can't. My knife, it's gone again. I can't find my knife. She's just like freaking out. Like,
Maddie sounds like she's almost in tears at this point.
Whoa, okay. Well, have any of you guys seen a knife?
Holds out knife. This one?
she gasps, like runs over. She's like, "Oh my god, thank you for finding Wolfgang. Where was it?"
You named it Wolfgang? That's so cute, out of character.
Yeah, thank you.
Sorry, no, I'm over here like, oh, Wolfgang. No, that's cool. Yeah, because
No, that's
Wolfgang
fair.
Puck, he's a very famous
Wolfgang
chef.
Puck, yeah.
He is a very good chef too.
So it's just like, like my inner nerd's like, that's so cool.
I've heard that name before.
It's like, yeah, he's a very talented and very, very popular chef. Yeah, get back in character.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you had asked where I found it.
Yes, that's where you found it.
Right. Well, you almost stabbed yourself with it yesterday, so I took it.
And then she just like gets
You
like
have this
blushes real hard and
flashback of like yourself playing like the knife game with it, and you remember to call taking it from you.
and she's like, "Oh God, I was that bad, huh?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you wanted to kill your family.
You totally said that to some lady too.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're just like Aaron.
So she just like embarrassed, like just the like blushing like extremely hard, like flushed in the face, doesn't even know what to say, lost for words.
Oh.
It was probably the best role that y'all had ever had, I'm not gonna lie.
It was.
It's like, roll for persuasion. I'm going to kill my family.
Oh, that one. I thought you meant me stealing the knife and her being like, where'd it
That
go?
too. That was
I don't
also
know.
like significantly like. All right, so y'all are now all together and ready to go.
Right. Just give Maddie a pat on the back. Like, don't make a habit of it. Let's go.
Let's go on an adventure and then kill something.
Where did we find this rabbit?
I thought she was with you.
No.
Hmm. Just gonna look at the rabbit.
And
Just
we're on our way.
waits.
Alright, so, y'all are now- Yep. Everybody, I'm on my way is now playing as y'all, journey across town. Does anybody know which way to leave town to get to the next town?
South. That was the only direction I heard. It's like, that's
All
where
right.
Aurelia is, so that's where I'm going.
Alright, so y'all are pretty much going from the Cry and the Heifer down the back street, through the Black Gates, and down towards the south end of town, and y'all are just following that road. It's the only one that kind of leads in a southern direction.
Mm-hmm.
So, yep. And y'all walked here, right? Y'all didn't actually like charter a thing or anything.
No, we
Oh.
didn't steal
Mm-mm.
anything.
I'm surprised y'all didn't
Report.
steal anything, but I'm also surprised that y'all forgot that there was a stable around.
In Skull's defense, though, I assume they were able to fly at some point, and when I landed here, they can't fly anymore.
Must have been when that god bitch slapped you.
That's what I'm assuming happened.
They're like, lose your powers.
So, now I assume it's the same thing like what happened with Maddie's hand back in session 1, like how like her hands were all fucked up and she couldn't function for a little bit. It's just
Yeah,
taking me
that's fair.
forever with my wings until you let
That's
me
fair.
level up.
Like, I just need the feeling in my wings back.
Yeah.
So, just out of curiosity, I know pretty much the rest of y'all are used to having to be walking a lot all the time to get to places. Lonzo,
So,
how are you faring in this very
Um,
flat land that is unmoving?
I'm fine.
Flat farmland that goes for miles upon miles upon.
Real quick, I will return.
You're not unused to being like on your feet all day, but
I'm I'm very fine with being on my feet all day.
are
That
you
is-
cool with all of the walking that y'all are constantly doing?
Yeah.
I would assume him working on a ship meant that he was working.
Yes, but when you're on a ship, you've only got like 30 to 50 feet of movement,
But it's like constant
or you're just
movement.
sitting, or you're just sitting down the whole time. Yeah. So again, like I feel like Lonzo's great for short bursts, but like these like trekking like 5-10 miles might be killer
No.
sometimes.
Lonzo's like actually like he's completely fine with like walking everywhere. The thing is though is that like he's not good at lifting stuff. So on the
Got
ship
it.
he was actually like he was like constantly in the like for the first mate he was part of the navigator crew. He's constantly up in the crow's nest
Gotcha.
lifting
All
shit
right.
though. I was just like I can't do that. Just
Like, I
Got
gotta
it.
go
Okay.
up there. I'll be back. Bye.
Sounds good. So it does take y'all a good. Let's see. Where can I get a set of dice? Right here. Takes y'all like a good hour of just straight walking at a decent pace to get to Aplasia.
Wow, that sounds not that far.
All of y'all make me a perception check just to see. Lonzo, you're the only one that just barely catches the glimpse of the sign that says, very just simply, Aplasia.
I think we're here.
Pulls out the sheet of rules to see what the new rule is.
All right, so to call as you're unfurling your scroll, the number 3 appears, along with the next set of words that will guide you for the rest of this trip, in this town at least. One shall not take more than given. It almost feels like you got a rule twice, because your last one was one shall
Yeah,
not be
no,
indulgent
I
past what
already-
is necessary.
Yeah. Given. That's the keyword.
Yes.
Alright.
Do you read this new rule out to your compatriots, or do you keep this to yourself?
Alright. New rule. Don't take more than given.
Yo, we're giving stuff this time?
I guess.
We're gonna get a gift?
Sure.
We got. All right, so y'all are now making your way into town. It's a little more hustle and bustle than you're used to. I keep doing the satellite. That's not what I want. I want a building type. And you do end up walking past a couple artisan areas, but right now it's mostly just, you know, residential areas. The further in you get, you do run past like a government building, and then it kind of gets into more guild halls. Like we actually start to see some guild halls in here.
Interesting.
So how far into town do we want to go? Again, y'all are coming from this direction. So y'all are going to basically be in the Bread Bazaar.
That's a
Between
great
Bread
name for a
Bazaar and
band.
Heavy Wall.
That is a pretty sick, nasty name for a band.
I just keep hoping I'm reading it right every time I look at it.
Yeah.
I guess looking around here, and me personally looking around, do I notice any? Oh, why do I keep forgetting what they're called? Do I see any
patrollers
apothecaries or
the apothecaries? Let me see.
do I see any apothecaries or
That's our blacksmith.
blacksmith? That's what it is.
You did walk past a blacksmith coming in.
Okay.
Actually, you walked past 2 blacksmiths. If y'all stop by the government building, there is one directly behind it.
And what about apothecaries?
You don't see any yet, but I'm pretty sure there's at least one here.
Okay.
This just doesn't happen to be your main hub of businesses.
Okay.
So what's everybody else doing?
I'm kind of interested in seeing what the religious scene is like.
All
What a
right.
statement.
So, to call, I need you to give me another perception check.
Can I get advantage since religion's my thing?
You can roll a perception check.
Damn it.
You can try.
Said deal with it. God damn it. Okay, so these dice are not it.
You can
What
try
do you
very
want?
hard.
Again, I think your other die were just mad that you forgot to change them.
What do you want to call?
It's me personally.
Hmm.
I kind of want to go back to that blacksmith behind the government building.
All right, so Crowley kind of breaks off. Do you let anybody know?
I will go with Crowley.
Oh, I'm letting
I was
Crowley.
gonna
I'm
say
asking
Crowley.
Crowley if he's gonna tell anybody that he's leaving or if he's just gonna walk off.
I kind of figure like Crowley being Crowley, he probably got interested in shiny things, and his head was on that, but he like
Oh, he
mutters it.
swiveled and then directed. Got it.
Yeah, but I think it's more of like I said it under my breath type thing, like mumbling to myself,
Like,
Uh-huh.
shiny.
Probably
like
a new shiny came out.
like ooh, shiny sword, something like that. So it's up to him if he notices I'm leaving.
Aaron, roll me a perception check real quick. 12. You barely catch that Crowley has left your group. Not as leaving, has left. Like he swiveled almost as soon as he saw the shinies.
Into the shadows.
Into the shadow.
Basically.
I think she's gonna follow him.
All right, so Crowley, you now have a tail,
Okay.
and you walk up to the Shimmering Acolyte's blacksmith.
Hello.
You are greeted by a male half orc. Good day.
What old sword do you have?
Watch. Let me check with Marge. See what's on the shelf. So he kind of turns around and walks over to the person working in the back, who happens to be a tiefling. Marge, we got any swords? Gluvish, I'm busy. You know how this works. You work with the customers. I work with the swords. Yeah, but he's asking if we got any swords. And I don't know, because you've been working all morning. Gluvish. Okay. Just show him the back wall. That's where all the swords are. And he kind of turns back around. And he walks back up to the counter. She says they're on the back wall over here. And he just kind of points.
So looking at them, I pull out my other short sword, not the short sword plus one, but the other one that I have.
Mm-hmm.
And I ask him if there's, or I ask, do you have one that's a better quality than this?
Oh.
And I show him my sword.
Oh,
All right,
that
he's-
was on the walls. Like, oh, all right.
He's gonna take it from you, and he's gonna check it out and see, if they might have anything better. Let me see what he does. So, contrary to his introduction, Gluefish actually does know his way around a blade. He's kind of looking at it. He's, running his thumb along the edges, counting every nick and like bend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Crochet, we've got something better. Yours
What do
definitely
you
needs
have?
a little bit more spit shine, but I think you, he kind of looks at his wall for a second. Ish want to do it. And he pulls what looks like a fresh off the line short sword.
Just kind of look it over. Would I know about swords considering that I use them?
Roll me a history. You've used one for long enough that you can definitely tell by just the feel that this one
Mm-hmm.
is a slightly better quality than yours, just because its weight is so evenly distributed and it feels more clean somehow, like as you move it around.
This is a very nice blade. Mm, would you trade it?
Yeah, thanks, we can trade.
Okay.
So he's gonna take both of them back up to the counter. So here's the deals. He's gonna just kind of stare at you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't believe I got your name, Gluefish. And he
Glue
introduces himself.
fish?
Gluefish. It's literally Glufash, so it looks like Gluefish.
I know about fish, but I've never heard of a gluefish.
Well, I'm a Gluefish.
Oh, that's your name?
Yeah.
It's nice.
Thank you. And uses
Crowley.
Crowley. Got it. So Crowley, what I'm gonna do for you is this piece of shite that you give me, it's even at its best, it's maybe worth 8 gold. And it's in pretty rough shape. It looked like you've been hitting rocks with it all day. Best I could do is maybe 5 gold off what the new one is.
So what would the new price be?
It'd still be about 20 gold.
So I just kind of think about it, and I'm like, what would you, if I gave you 10 of my arrows, would that take off more?
Let me see your arrows.
Mm-hmm. So I pull out 10 of my arrows and I place them on the counter. They're just basic arrows, but I never really used them.
Okay, so where did you acquire these arrows?
I've had them on me. I've also had a longbow on
I
because
understand that.
being ranger.
I understand that. But because of your backstory, how did you acquire these arrows?
Oh, I took them from the shop. I took them from one of the oh my god, what is it called? Blacksmiths. After I murdered that entire village.
Okay,
Stole
so
them.
these obviously stolen. Yes, I knew that. I was wondering to know if they were
Yes.
off of a body or off of a establishment.
Oh, very much off of establishment. The owners
Okay.
didn't need them anymore.
Got it. Okay. So, let's see. He's gonna inspect these. He's gonna kind of nod his head a little bit. I'm gonna be real honest with yous. These pretty basic arrows. Usually we sell a bundle of 20 for about 5 copper.
Mm.
But because I like you so much, I think I think I can take off a gold. So now it's 19 gold.
I look at him and I ask, well, it is a little out of my price range right now. Is there any way that I can make a little bit of money here in this town so that I can come back and get it?
He kind of looks behind him at Mozog, his employer. I think I know a guy you could talk to.
And what does this guy do?
He's kind of like the what was that words? He's like a chief of some kind.
What's this chief's name?
His name is Splugarth.
What a thing.
That is a
That's
name.
you.
Luger?
Interesting.
It's a great
Where is he
name for a
at?
Band.
He likes to wanders around, but you might be able to catch him at his place of works. Could be at the barracks.
Oh, so he works with the government?
I think so, but not really.
Okay. And so I grab the arrows and sword and I put them back and I tell Gluefish, I'll see you later.
He just kind of grunts at you and like waves you off. He doesn't grunt at you like in like a derogatory kind of way, just kind of like a trash, get out. It's more of like a understood, see you soon kind of like
Yeah, he's
grunt.
just acknowledging. Like,
Okay. So
Trash Get Out was funny though.
so I after putting everything, I just turn around and notice that I was being by one of the
You
other
are
group.
now greeted by a bunny.
You gonna ask the bunny for money?
I don't know if the bunny has money.
just lean over. Yo, you got like $5 on you?
can I borrow some money?
You got 5
Give
gold.
it back.
I'm good for it, I promise.
I swear, I'll get it back to you. I just look, and I'm like, "Oh, hey, what's up?"
What you doing?
I was
You're
looking for a
witnessing the
new
whole
sword.
interaction project. You're very aware of what he's doing.
Maybe she wants to ask.
So yeah, you're still asking.
Oh, well, I was trying to get a new sword, but it's a little bit out of my price range. So I need to see if there's anything I can kill to make more money, or just make more money. But killing for money would be nice.
Are you saying that in the blacksmith?
Yes.
Like, he's not
I figured at this point we
listening.
kind of would have started walking away, but if he heard, basically.
But he's not listening. It's
Where
fine.
is your-
You heard that? He heard that, right?
He totally wasn't
He probably
listening. He was
definitely heard.
busy talking to. Yeah.
Luckily for you, Mozog is kind of hammering very loudly, and his half-orc hearing is not great.
Nice.
So you're broke.
You're not
Damn.
broke. Just don't have enough of the yellow click plaques, the monies.
Old.
Is that what it's called?
Is very shiny and very nice. And when I kill a lot of people, I get a lot of it. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Oh
Big
no.
Just
P word.
These two are gonna be bouncing off each other's killer.
One of them is a mercenary, by the way. Just remember that.
You're gonna be
Well,
bouncing off
he-
each other's killer instincts.
So I look and I just go, well, I heard of a guy who may have some work. We can go and see.
Alright.
So I guess we just kind of start heading off back
right.
to the group to find out where the barracks are.
So you start walking with Aaron back to the barracks.
You made a mistake, underestimating what you've taken.